Barry Smith DIY Limited. General hardware and DIY, fitted kitchens and wardrobes. Call to see our showroom at Quinn Road Business Park, Ennis, County Clare.
Elm Cafe, offering breakfast and lunch menu 7 days a week. Gourmet tea and coffee, freshly baked treats. Gort Road Shopping Centre, Ennis.
Ennis Electrical, best prices on appliances, huge savings on premium brands. Ennis Electrical is a family-run business who pride themselves on good customer relations. Ennis Electrical are part of Expert, one of the largest electrical retailers in Ireland. Berwick Solicitors, a full-service law firm with expert legal advice in personal and business litigation. The partners of Berwick Solicitors are David Higgins, John Callan and Ronan Murphy. For more, visit berwick.ie. PJ Ryan Tractors and Grass Care, The Millyard, 6 Mile Bridge, County Clare. Call to see our full range of Bell Robotic lawnmowers. Bell Robotics, the Grass Masters.
The Monkswell is a friendly, cosy, lively pub in the heart of Quinn Village in County Clare, with regular live music, great atmosphere and a friendly staff. The Monkswell caters for all parties, fundraisers and events of all shapes and sizes.
Hi, I'm Owen Brennan and you're very, very welcome to the start of the 2025 TUS Senior Hurling Championship with Clare GA TV. It's a beautiful evening here in Clare Castle and it's a perfect middle ground for what are two neighbours between Newmarket and Fergus and Eire in this Group 3 opener. And joining me on analysis is Joe Cahill, a man that led Corofin in the last year's Senior Championship and also brought him up from intermediate the previous year. And before we get to the teams, I suppose, Joe, you're looking at this group. I know it's only day one, but if you're considering there's only two coming out of it and the other two are the reigning senior and intermediate champions in Fecal and Wolf Tones, it's a very, very important game, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose like a lot of the teams taking part in the first round of the Senior Championship, a win like it's great emphasis because you're training for the last 2 months. You don't know what the form is like. You're playing challenge games and so forth like that. But the real acid test starts in the first round of the Senior Championship. And, a splendid setting here in Clarecastle here this evening. And Newmarket, who probably, are the leading lights of Canon Hamilton with over 22 titles. And the last one won in 2012. And I suppose a lot of these Newmarket players currently, I suppose, want to make their own mark and try and attain a Canon Hamilton. Eire, on the other hand, haven't won it since 1990, so it's a long time as well for them, So, but a really going to be a really interesting first round game between these two sides. Newmarket winning the Clare Cup last year, I suppose, probably thought that if the course of the Clare Cup can appear a lot of times, and I suppose they failed to come out of the group and Eire, comprehensively beaten by Eine Kilmona in the quarter-final last year as well. So they'd be all hoping to get the win in the first round.
Yeah, look, we'll get on to the showdowns and the matchups and all that in a few minutes, but we're first going to deal with the teams here because the teams are warming up here in front of us. So for Eire, it's 1 to 15, as you can see on the programme. So in goal is Dara Stack, the full back line of Fionn Tracy, Kieran Russell and Liam Curry, a half-back unit of Robert Loftus, Aaron Fitzgerald and Rian Mulcahy, a midfield pairing of Oren Cahill and Darren Maroney, a half-forward line of Shane O'Donnell, David Reedy and David McNamara, and the full forward line is Darren O'Brien, Danny Russell and Mark O'Cleary. Well, they have an unblemished record, but if you go to the Newmarket side, there's actually 4 changes from the programme that is listed. So we'll name them out as we go. So it's Paddy Guilfoyle is in goal as number 1. A full back line of number 2, Jack Enright. 3 is Colin Guilfoyle. 4 is Paddy McMahon. Number 5, Niall O'Connor doesn't start. And in his place is number 23, Damien Lyne. Number 6 is Liam O'Connor. 7 is James McInerney. A midfield pairing of 8 and 9 in Shane Lynch and John Fehley. A half-forward line of Mikey McInerney. Number 11, Éanna Crimmins doesn't play, and in his place is Mark Delaney, who's number 19. And number 12 is James Freeman. And the full forward line has 2 changes in it. 13 and 14, Noel Frawley and Colin Ryan don't start. In their place are number 20, Shawnee Arthur. 21 is Peter Power. And 15 is Owen Guilfoyle. And I suppose some of those changes, Joe, we would have expected the likes of Peter Power and Sean Arthur, if they're fit, young players as they are, very exciting players, you throw them in there, don't you?
Oh, you certainly do. I suppose, Peter, I suppose, was abroad there playing in America, and a former Harty Cup winner with St. Flannan's College, Mark Delaney, number 19, a very good young player. I suppose Éanna Crimmins is certainly lost in the market. Had been fringing away on the Clare Senior Hurling panel there for a year or two. But Mark Delaney, a promising young player as well. So Newmarket, they probably have what they consider they're probably the best 15 out there. They also will have an impact off the bench. Eire, on the other hand, I suppose, they'll be looking to the key players again, like Shane O'Donnell, David Reedy, Darren O'Brien, Danny Russell, and the up-and-coming Mark O'Cleary. And I suppose one of the players that was very promising, especially in the league campaign, was Darren Maroney, getting his chance to start midfield tonight from. So, it's an interesting team. Eire seem to have a lot more experienced players. But Newmarket, they met, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and Newmarket won it 22 points to 19, I think, in 2021 in the last round, in around the first round of the senior championship.
Yeah, and that 4 years ago, Eire led it for a while, but that Eire team were without David Reedy, they were without Shane O'Donnell, and were without Aaron Fitzgerald, but just about lost that opening round game. Interesting enough on that, actually, Joe, the two of those went on to reach the semi-finals that year, so if that's an omen, I'm sure both sides will take that today.
Yeah, they certainly will, yeah. I suppose, it's all, as we said, alluded already, it's all about getting the opening win in the senior championship. But you could say go back to last year to Kinmaley, who blitzed through the whole senior championship, and had 2 comprehensive wins, and then went down to play Cratloe and got beaten by a point, which knocked them out of the championship. So there is a lot of focus, I suppose, as we've said. You've trained hard for the last 2 months. Newmarket have a massive advantage because they're using they have all the players available to them, because they didn't have any particularly playing on the 20s on the Clare senior team. So Eire fragmented a lot about their players on the Clare senior football panel and the Clare senior hurling panel. So but it should make very good, interesting battle.
And matchup wise, if Eire play that half forward line of Shane O'Donnell, David Reedy, and David McNamara, it puts awful pressure on Newmarket's half back line, doesn't it? Because I'm sure they might have expected that Shane O'Donnell will go in full forward, and let's say that Colin Guilfoyle will be marking him.
Yeah, that's what I suppose they expected. But it depends, I suppose, if the ball going into the Eire full forward line, and I can't imagine Darren O'Brien, maybe I'd say he might come out and leave Danny Russell inside, maybe with Shane O'Donnell. But if the ball going into that full forward line, and they're probably not getting reaping the dividends from it, they probably will put Shane in there. But Shane is a quality player, we've seen him at intercounty level, what he brings to Clare, and he's going to bring something special to Eire as well.
Well, we're almost set to go here, and I can tell you 2 of those changes for Newmarket are in the full back line. So Damien Lyne is going to be cornerback, Colin Guilfoyle is going to be full back, and Mark Delaney is going to be in the other corner. So immediately there changes. It means that Jack Enright has gone out here to wing back, and we're just going to see where David Reedy and Shane O'Donnell are midfield. So already we're in throws in. It's John Bugler has thrown it in, and we're already underway. And it's Paulie McMahon who's actually playing at centre forward, even though he's got 4 on his back, is straight into the clash. Immediately it's a bit of a scramble around the middle, and we're waiting for just a chink of light, and it's going to be Shane Lynch. He has the first shot of the goals. Is it going to go over? It would be a great start for Newmarket. It's just gone to the right and wide, unfortunately there for Shane Lynch. It would have been a very, very inspirational start for him. Dara Stack throws immediately out. He finds Aaron Fitzgerald, and already they're underway. Oh, and it's given for a free for Eire, and it's the first free of the evening. It's given for Eire. A bit of a kind of a scattery start. I suppose you'd expect it's going to be a little bit frantic early on, just so teams settle down, Joe.
Yeah, I think that there's very few players that named actually stepped in the position that were named in. So, Eire seem to be very much in the full forward line at the moment. Seem to very much weld it together, leaving space on the flanges to run into it on this free.
Yeah. So here we go. It's Dara Stack. We'll see how far he's going to get this one. He takes it from his own 45. It's gone right in towards the squares, bouncing dangerously. And luckily for Paulie Guilfoyle, it went straight out to him. Now, the umpire has his hand out. There seems to be someone was taken out there, and it looks like it could be. Do you think it's Danny Russell that's on the ground?
Yeah, it looks like Danny Russell on the ground. And
there's actually 2 players on the ground at the moment. As that ball went in from Dara Stack's free, nobody touched it, but there was a lot of pulling and dragging. So, yeah, it is Danny Russell that's down on the ground, and it looks possibly like his marker in Colin Guilfoyle is down there as well. So, let's see, because the umpire had a good look at it. He had a hand straight out there. So,
yeah.
Interesting to see how this one goes, because you're only less than 2 minutes into the game. You don't want any major cards here or any trouble. John Bugler has already got something to deal with here. So, let's see what he does. Just to let you know that full forward line for Newmarket has started as Peter Power and Sean Arthur on either corner, and it's Owen Guilfoyle that's actually started at full forward on Kieran Russell. So Danny Russell's back on his feet. He looks like he's going to put on the helmet at least. John Bugler's waiting for both of them to get up so he can have a word, and be interested to see what he does here now, because it could have major consequences on the game. Yeah, Colin Guilfoyle still getting treatment. His brother Paulie in goal. Comfortably got the ball, but he's called over Danny Russell and he's called over
Colin Guilfoyle.
So are you looking at 2 yellows here, Joe?
Yeah, more than likely, I suppose. But I couldn't see. I just thought it looked like a reasonable fair clash for the ball. Like, and obviously the umpires must have spotted something. Maybe.
Well, we're about to find out. It's a bit of a stop-start. They're both still talking to Danny Russell and Colin Guilfoyle. It could be a nice exchange all the evening.
Yeah,
it's 2 yellows.
Very early now, picking up yellows, isn't it?
Yeah, well, especially as a backman anyway, for definite.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes in, the getting to know you period is over, and John Bugler is looking for the ball. He's going to throw it in here. So, bit of a congestion again. He's got no ball though. Just very scrappy to start off with Joe.
Very much. No flow, no pattern yet to the game. Just both sides looking for position here now.
So, here we go. It's Liam O'Connor and David Reedy tossing forward. Jack Enright has the ball. Oh, he gives it for over carrying and a free in, and the first major opportunity for Eire to get a score. 4 minutes in, and Danny Russell going to come out and take this. So, looks like Eire could get off the mark. No great breeze here, but I suppose any breeze that's coming seems to be going Newmarket's way.
It does, yeah. It seems to be going that way. It's slight enough, like, but it seems to be favouring them anyhow.
Okay, so it's Danny Russell. He's only about 35 yards away from goal. It should be an easy enough one for him. We're 4 minutes into the game. Lifts and strike, and we are off the mark for the 2025 Senior Championship. Danny Russell with that first score. And the sun has made an appearance here as well, as Paulie Guilfoyle puts it right down that right wing, and he finds James Freeman, who's been covered there by Liam Curry. Doesn't get clean possession away, but James McInerney has the ball, and he's a powerful man and wins a free, and that's kind of an inspirational one as he wins from his own 65. James McInerney, suffered a lot of injuries and came back and had a powerful campaign for the intermediates last year. Yeah. Obviously a former Clare player and has a lot of experience.
And I suppose in Clare hurling circles would be looked at the long striker of the ball as well. Had been a former winner of the long puck competition in Clare for maybe 1 or 2 years in a row.
So we saw what Danny Russell can do. This is going to be a lot further out. Obviously, Peter Power, his first shot at the post from 65 metres. He strikes it fairly well. It's close enough to that post, and it's just gone to the right and wide, just as Shane Lynch's won just a couple of minutes ago in Newmarket with their second wide, and just need a score to settle down. But Dara Stack gets immediately play underway, and he's found Darren O'Brien and bounces off the hurley, and John Fehley picks up the ball, and Mikey McInerney gets the ball away off to Fehley. Fehley is down the left wing. He's got a small bit of space. He's going to deliver it inside, but who's inside here? But it's got to be Peter Power, and it's Arthur that gets the ball but drops it. The ball is scrambled around there. This possession could be vital here, and it's a brilliant piece of play there from Rian Mulcahy. Or Fionn Tracy, I should say. Getting that ball out there, Robert Loftus, and it's going to be a line ball into Newmarket. So a good bit of possession there, but I suppose averting the danger was the most important thing there for Eire.
Yeah, it certainly was. For Sean Arthur, probably misfortune, probably didn't get the pick up right in the first time, but Newmarket seemed to leave in space in there.
It's a great line ball from Shawnee Arthur, but it's gone right across, and it looks like it's going to be Liam Curry that catches the ball, and he's going to come down. He's got a good bit of space in front of him, and he's also got Aaron Fitzgerald who's going to take this on even further. He's got James Freeman for company, but not close enough to get a hook in. He's going to play it into the centre. Just a little bit of movement, and it's David McNamara. He plays a lovely crossfield ball that looks like it's going to go. That's a great take from Mark O'Cleary. He's got David Reedy inside if you see him, but he's going to go himself, and it's Dan Maroney, and it hits the post. It's come off the post. Fiercely unlucky for Eire. It looked like it was going to sneak in for a goal, and actually turns out to be a free out. It's a really good big let off for Newmarket.
It is that diagonal ball in, and Mark clearly took it well, turned and took the shot into Darren Maroney, and Darren's shot just came off the post. So an escape for Newmarket in that sense. Yeah,
Colin Guilfoyle has a booming freak from his own 20. Finds the opposition 20-metre line, and it means that the Eire defence is under pressure again. Fionn Tracy looked to be fouled there, but he's not going to get any free. Nothing's going to be soft here this evening in this derby, and there's going to be a scramble. Surely he's going to have some action here, because this ball isn't going to come out too handily, or maybe it will. No, still in that little mix here in the right corner. John Bugler's still assessing it, and it's kind of indicative of the game so far. It's kind of a scrappy affair. Nothing's going to have come out of that one. So John Bugler says, let's throw it in and get a bit of space here. A big crowd here in Clarecastle for this one. A lot of neutrals, as we can see. Everyone's interested to see what these contenders have in their locker. Peter Power wins a free, and it's an opportunity for him to open his account, but also open up Newmarket's account. That they've had 2 wides already, including a free of his own. So this is an important one for him just to get off the mark, and fairly scoreable effort, you'd have to say.
Yeah, certainly is in that position. He's a reliable free taker.
So here we go. A lot of movement down the field. Likes of Shane O'Donnell not really getting on the ball so far, and David Reedy, but Peter Power slots that over. It's 8 minutes in. It's a point apiece. It's not a score fest so far, but Darren Maroney did hit the post. So here we ball out. It looks like it's going to be David McNamara. And it's a great take from McNamara. He wins it ahead of his marker, James McInerney. It comes all the way through to Danny Russell, and the ball breaks inside for Darren O'Brien. Darren O'Brien, he's in that left corner. He's got the debutant in Damien Lyon. Oh, it flicks up. Oh, it could go anywhere at this stage. Just bounced up off John Fehley's hand. It's going to come to Danny Russell. He should be able to punish, and he does, but it was kind of a nervous moment there, you'd have to say.
Yeah, I suppose Darren won a great ball here in the corner, looked up, and rather than take on the shot, delivered across the face of the goal, and then he picked up the breaking ball and put it over.
There's a frantic ball poked out very quickly. It's Mikey McInerney that puts it right there in the mix. A lot of long balls, teasing balls in to test out those full back lines so far at either end. Aaron Fitzgerald wins the ball. Oh, great 1-2 with Darren Maroney, and now another layoff to Robert Loftus. Robert Loftus, oh, he was half hooked going into that one. It means that it's going to be a first wide for Eire. And a great hook, a very timely one. And again, the ball immediately poked out there. Looks like he's going to find his brother. And look at that for a ball to Owen Guilfoyle. Should be put over the bar, but it's not. It looks like that's gone wide. And at the near post again, that's 3 wides at that post. Newmarket will be disappointed with that one because Owen Guilfoyle had a lot of space there to work with. Again, Stack in the middle, and he finds Aaron Fitzgerald. And Aaron Fitzgerald right down to this left corner. Over there chasing us, Mark O'Cleary and Darren O'Brien. O'Cleary's going to get to it first. He's got Mark Delaney for company. Will he have a shot? He's kind of in 2 minds of whether he should. He's still going though, and it looks like he's going to get a free. He does get a free. He was a small bit indecisive there, but it worked out for a finish job.
Out, I suppose, just took on he'd meet a marker and got pulled down for the free. So very broke, very scrappy at the moment, I suppose. No flow to the game yet. Like I suppose the middle third is very much bunched as well. Like, and I suppose it's leaving space inside for both full forward lines to capitalise on.
A chance for Danny Russell should be food and drink for a free taker of his ability to get his third score. Would be Eire's third score, and putting a small bit of a gap for the very first time. We're 10 minutes into the game. Danny Russell does do that, and it means that it's 3 points to 1 to Eire. Paddy Guilfoyle this time goes short. He finds Liam O'Connor, and Liam just takes his time, plays it down into the wing where Mark Delaney is, and Mark Delaney finds John Fehley. This is much better for Newmarket and build-up play, but again the high ball goes in. He just kind of hit that quarter aimlessly, and it's gone wide, and it's a bit disappointing from Newmarket perspective because that surely wasn't the game plan, Joe.
No, they from the puck out, it was all Newmarket, and the finish just didn't do justice to the work, the build-up to that game.
David really under pressure with Liam O'Connor, and it is Liam O'Connor that has the ball, and it's a great victory because he's after getting a free, won it from David Reedy, and it seems to be a man-marking job that he's doing on him, so it was a fantastic one for him. And I see that Jack Enright is following Shane O'Donnell everywhere as well, so they seem to have their homework done on the big two, who haven't really got on the ball, let's be honest, Joe.
No, they haven't. No, they've been fairly curtailed at the moment.
So here we go. It's an opportunity for Peter Power to get his second score. And looks to be straight over the bar there. It is 60 metres out. A good score, and it means it's 3-2. So
3 points to Danny Russell and 2 points to Peter Power.
Yeah. Looks like a duel that's going to be set all throughout the afternoon. Here we go.
Well done.
Reem Mulcahy just blocked down there, but he does get that second opportunity to have a go, and it means that Kieran Russell can clear his lines, but trying to get it out to David McNamara, but what an interception from James McInerney, and now it's Mikey McInerney that gets on the ball. Oh, and a great take from James Freeman. He's got a bit of space here, but he's going to face up against Oren Cahill. Gives it off to Jack Enright, or is it Shane Lynch? Shane Lynch this time makes amends. He had the first shot of the game and put it up wide. This time he puts it over the bar, and it's 12 minutes in. We're all square here. It's 3 points apiece. It's only the second time that it's been level. But nothing between these sides so far. That's a ball out to Kieran Russell, who seems to have switched with Aaron Fitzgerald for the moment at least. Now it's Shane O'Donnell on the ball. He gives it off to Oran Cahallan. Perfect for Darren Maroney, who's a debutant today. Can the debutant get a score? He's hit the post already. This time he splits the post, and it's a fantastic score and a well-worked team score. And you'd imagine that that's what Newmarket were hoping for a couple of minutes ago when they were trying little kind of 1-2s up the field.
Exactly. I think Eire got off the last 3 or 4 puck outs successfully to their own teammates, and they worked through the lines and got Dan Maroney got his opening score for him.
This time Paddy Gilfoyle doesn't find a Newmarket player. It finds Robert Loftus, and he hits it back into the mix. But Colin Gilfoyle does well to intercept that. It's a foot race here between Darren O'Brien and Liam O'Connor. And Liam O'Connor wins the free, and he'll be happy with that one now, because his main job today looked to be man-marking David Reedy, but he got to the ball there before Darren O'Brien, and it's an opportunity for Colin Gilfoyle to have a go. And if we know anything, we know that Colin Gilfoyle is a fair puck.
It's a fair puck on the ball, yeah. Yeah, he should well within his range if he gets it right.
This isn't going to go short anyway. I don't know where it's going to go, but it's not going to go short. And it isn't. This is going to be straight over. Oh, right. Just to the right and wide. It's unlucky from Colin Gilfoyle. Just hits that free wide. It's a 5th wide for Newmarket. And they've only got 3 scores, so that's something with the aid of the breeze that they're going to have to rectify, you'd imagine. Now, here we go again, and it's on top of those 2 again. It's Darren O'Brien. This time the free goes the opposite way. Darren O'Brien winning the free, gave away the last one, and it's a chance for Danny Russell to score another one. It would be his 4th. And again, kind of just free for free. It's kind of seesaw over and back. There's no great pattern to it, really. No,
I suppose the physicality is there, like, and I suppose, John Bugler is just riffing it within the rules as well, like, and that's all you expect from a quality referee.
Yeah, he's called over Jack Enright here, just having a word with him, saying leave Shane O'Donnell alone, we need him for next year. Just coming to the midway mark of the first half now, 4 points to 3. It's not going to set any records, but it's all about just gaining an advantage here. Eire just playing slightly into the conditions, and Danny Russell free, and again he puts it over. It's his 4th point, 3rd free, and it means that 15 minutes in, Eire give a small bit of a cushion in 5-3. Paddy Gilfoyle goes out to Mark Delaney on the short side. He goes for the crossfield ball, and Darren Maroney looked to be trying to cut that out, but it's a great take from Rian Mulcahy. And off to David Reedy. It's his first real possession, and I thought he was going to win a free there, but he didn't. And Shane O'Donnell now wins the free. And it's kind of a trademark one from him. They all went to surround him, but I thought David Reedy was fouled before that.
Yeah, I thought he was, but I said Shane won the ball, and I suppose they converged on him and gave away the free.
Yeah, a lot of positional changes here, a lot of players swapping, but you've an opportunity here for Danny Russell again to score. It's kind of been a bit of a free fest so far, but it's an opportunity for Eire to put 3 points between the teams for the very, very first time. It would be double scores here after only 16 minutes. And again, it might be 60 metres from goal, but it's right in the centre of the field. Paddy Gilfoyle was trying to influence that one, but it is given as a score. It's Danny Russell's 5th point. It's his 4th from a free, and the ball is immediately poked out to Colin Gilfoyle. And this should be another boomer down towards the square, and it is. Eire would have practiced for this. One quite a feature of Newmarket's game. It's Peter Power who's got the ball. Will that come in time? It looks like it has, and what a great score it is from Peter Power.
Scored the match so far, because he was surrounded by 2 or 3 Eire players that managed to get the strike off.
A great score. His first from play. It's his 3rd overall. We're 17 minutes in. It's 6 points to 4, and now it's going to be John Fairley. But O'Donnell beats him to it, and O'Donnell is dangerous from this level. He's got the ball. He's going to win at least a free, you think. Yes, he does. He was trying to pass the ball into David Reedy, but had already won the free, and that just shows the danger of Eire.
Yeah, exactly. I suppose Shane ran hard to get that ball and just flicked it through, and got to pick up, and I suppose Newmarket, no choice but to haul him down, like, even though he had a man inside him. They really, I think, was gone inside him to take the pass off him, but
he was a little frustrated there. I think
Yeah.
he thought he got the pass away to
Yeah,
David
yeah.
Reedy in time, and the ball was going to hit the net. But look, they'll be happy to get a point here,
it's a kind of more
keep that 3-point gap
Yeah.
in it, and just keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah,
So I suppose
yeah.
it's important in what has been a fairly stop-start game so far. Here we go. It's Danny Russell again. Should be an easy one for him. He's been scored all but one of Eire tally so far. Darren Maroney getting the other point. It is another free for Eire. It means that they're 7-4 ahead, 18 minutes gone. And here we go again. Paddy Gilfoyle out to Mark Delaney, who's probably collected the most short puck out so far. Something that Eire are going to have to watch. And Delaney gives all the way to his own 65, and he gets a hefty shoulder from Mark O'Cleary. But does get possession. They're holding on to possession. A great ball inside, and here's Peter Power, and he's got Kieran Russell does enough to hold him off the play, and Darren Stack gets it out as far as David McNamara. Now off to Darren Maroney, and Darren Maroney is a very, very lively player, and he's first ever senior hurling championship game here this evening. Doesn't show it. He's already hit the post and scored a point. Loftus looked to foul Paddy McMahon there, and Paddy gives 2 fist pumps to show that's another free for Newmarket and an opportunity for them to cut the deficit to 2. Paddy been out the last couple of months there with a broken thumb, so it's his first game back and wins an important free for his side.
Dan Maroney had position, I suppose, gave a pass across. Bit of uncertainty between Robert Loftus and I think Reem Mulcahy, and Paddy came in and won that ball and got the free for him.
Yeah, I suppose that's the danger of the short game. You know, it has to be precise when you're doing it. The touch has to be perfect, especially at this level. And Peter Power does the needy. He gets it 7 points to 5. And again, that's his 4th score, 3 from frees. And again, it's a quick restart. Dara Stack goes long. He goes down the right. That's where O'Donnell is. And O'Donnell collects it over Jack Enright, his man marker. It's a beautiful take. He has an unorthodox swing at it, though. Did the beautiful, but his strike wasn't the greatest. Just a little bit off balance, and he had time to hit it, but it's now Mikey McInerney. But O'Donnell runs it back, has an instinctive one. It's gone right across the goal, but gone wide. Unusual one there from Shane O'Donnell, but I suppose
got a great catch, and I suppose just landing on the ground, and orthodox strike didn't work out for him.
It's only Eire second wide, and a quick puck out as far as Damien Lyne, another debutant today. He gets a great ball. It's Liam O'Connor. He puts it down towards Owen Gilfoyle. The ball is cut out perfectly, and it's Liam Curry that tries to get away. Darren Stack is the option, and he gets a great ball down the field, and that's looking like it's going to be towards Mark O'Cleary. But what a catch from James McInerney, a great trademark catch from him. And here's going to be another absolute skyer from Colin Gilfoyle. He gets it down there towards his brother Owen, but ball breaks perfectly. And again, those big two are back there. Aaron Fitzgerald and Kieran Russell are 2 big men in the air, and it's Fitzgerald to Russell, and Russell has made it all the way out here, gives it off to Oren Cahill. Oren Cahill has got a bit of space here, but he's gone just to the... Is that gone over? Just gone to the left and wide. It was a close one. It was coming in, but unfortunately it didn't come in time, and Oren Cahill isn't able to restore that 3-point gap for Eire. Instead, out to his old reliable, Paddy Gilfoyle finds Mark Delaney. Gave his compatriot a bit of pressure there, and John Fahey, but he does well to not only collect the ball but get rid of it as well. Again, it's a small bit aimed down the field, and Rian Mulcahy picks up possession. He's under pressure. And Liam Curry off to Robert Loftus. Quick ball to Darren Maroney. And Maroney now has time to look up. A little short pass back to Curry. It's not the greatest of stuff around the centre here, and it's a wasted opportunity for Eire, and it's a big free for Newmarket to win, because Eire got all the possession there, Joe, and just it's frustrating when they get overturned, and not only get overturned but lose a free.
Both sets of forwards on both sides are working very hard to keep the ball. You know, Eire are trying to work the ball out, and Newmarket forwards are working tremendously hard to try and keep it intact. Like so, but a well-worked free one, and great opportunity for Peter Power now to put it just over the bar.
Yeah, Peter Power's got 4 so far. 3 of those have been frees. You'd expect him to... Now, Oren Cahill's very close to him here, but I suppose he's not necessarily interfering with him, but was willing to stand close. Not going to matter, because Peter Power does make it his a free. It's his 5th. So it's now 7 points to 6, having been a 3-point lead not so long ago. The Sun has retreated, but Eire Og in possession, and it's Liam Corrie again. He's around that centre again, and it's Aaron Fitzgerald. There's a little bit more direct running from Fitzgerald, but he doesn't get the ball away too quickly. And again, under pressure a lot in this middle third, Eire Og, but it's Aaron Fitzgerald. Can he put one over here, which would be a great score? It's landed in the square. It's Paddy Guilfoyle that collapsed it. A lot of struggling in front of him, but he remained cool and watched that go. Oran Cahill bats down the ball. It's another scramble. This middle third is very, very scrappy. But it's Liam O'Connor that has a shot here, and it's just gone to the left and wide. All Newmarket's wides have gone to the one side, all 6 of them. So I don't know if that's the conditions or whatever, but now Dara Stack has a 1-2. Gets it all the way down towards the square. The long deliveries have been a feature of this game, and David McNamara has found his space. Oh, hit it at the right height for Paddy Guilfoyle, but it was a great save nonetheless. And Darren O'Brien has the opportunity to get the rebound and does. David McNamara, the space opened up for him there, Joe, but unfortunately maybe didn't have the greatest of strikes.
And he was, when he got, he was kind of unsure. Then he saw the space and took the shot, but it was very easily saved by Paddy Guilfoyle because he did the right height for him. But Darren O'Brien made amends putting it over the bar for him. Yeah,
it was important to get something out of that attack. It's now 8-6 to Eire Og. They've been the ones trying to set the pace so far in this game, and Paddy Guilfoyle, another long delivery. He's looking for James Freeman, but the ball actually breaks through to Peter Power. Peter Power surrounded by 3 Eire Og men, but gets the ball away to Shawnee Arthur. Shawnee Arthur has a great strike. It's just inside that left post, and it's a superb score, and it means that it's 8-7. It's end-to-end stuff here, but Peter Power to Sean Arthur. And it's the first real action we've seen from Sean Arthur, but we know the quality he has from his days with the minors.
And Peter Power, great win, I suppose. He won prime position with 2 Eire Og lads on him, and Shawnee Arthur made the run, and great finish by Shawnee.
Oran Cahill down the right to David Reedy. David Reedy's got 2 for company, including a bit of a headlock there, but John Bugler doesn't seem to like David Reedy for whatever reason. He's not giving him much for free. He's telling him to get on with it, and he's going to throw the ball in here, I think. Yeah. So David Reedy has been really curtailed by Newmarket. They see him as the link man, I think, and they haven't let him get on the ball.
Every free's been contested eagerly at the dugout side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every line ball as well.
If you're going to give away a free, don't give it out in front of the dugout, because the roar will nearly get you over the line. Yeah. Well, the eventuality of it all is it's going to be a line ball. And that line ball goes straight to Shane O'Donnell. There's a man on the ground as well. There's a lot of dramatics here, but Shane O'Donnell has beaten a man. He's knocked over his head. He's got to do it all himself, but that means another line ball from Eire Og. They've gained ground at least up the line. And it's very scrappy. It's very bitty, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very, that's very topsy-turvy in that sense. Like, and but every ball has been contested equally. Yeah. Like, that's the way it is. Like, and it's, it's a senior championship, I suppose.
Yeah, we're not seeing the swashbuckling stuff quite yet, but I don't think anyone that comes out of this with the 2 points will mind how they win it, as long as they do win it. It's going to be Danny Russell's going to have a go at this, and we know Danny's quality. He's able to put these over as well, so let's see how he fares this one. Darren O'Brien is at the edge of the square. In case he doesn't, it's definitely going to go dead, right. But it goes to the right and wide, and Eire Og have only their 4th wide, but it means that their lead is only the minimum so far. Paddy Guilfoyle getting it straight down the middle. He finds James Freeman. James Freeman gets it off to John Fahley. John Fahley back to Freeman. Now Freeman's halfway. He's got a bit of space. He opens up the shoulders. It looks like it's going to have the accuracy anyway, and just nips over the bar. James Freeman gets his first score, and it means that the sides are level as we go into the last 4 minutes of the opening half. It's 8 points apiece. Dara Stack does the 1-2 again, and he's going for that square every time. It got David McNamara a goal chance the last time. Paddy Guilfoyle much more vigilant this time around, but the clearance, his hand pass clearance, only goes as far as Danny Russell. He's been the top scorer for Eire Og, and that's a beauty. It's a beauty from play. It's a great score from him. It's his 2nd from play, and it means that Eire Og just nipped back into the lead here. It's end-to-end stuff, seesaw stuff. So
he had an opportunity to look up and didn't see any movement and just struck it over the shoulder. An excellent score by Danny Russell.
Yeah, he's been doing that for quite a long time, and Paddy Guilfoyle gets it down that left wing. Robert Loftus gets it in away, and it's Aaron Fitzgerald is right down the wing. It's looking towards Mark Cleary and Mark Delaney. Mark O'Cleary is the one that wins it. He's actually beaten 2 players now. He's going to meet Paulie Gilfoyle, who just gets a little bit of a touch. Again, that middle is a very, very scrappy zone, but James Freeman, who's just got a point there just a few minutes ago, gets the ball away. And here are the 2 big boys again at the back. Oh, and that's a bit of a mix-up. Kieran Russell not getting the ball up first time, and it goes off his shin, and it means that Newmarket have an opportunity here to get level again. Oh, Mikey McInerney was standing as he hit that one, but he gets a second opportunity, and the second opportunity goes wide. Yeah. It means a 7th wide for Newmarket.
Newmarket seem to have congested the middle of the field now, because Peter Power was the only one inside for that ball in by Paddy McMahon there that time.
That ball over the top to Darren Maroney, but Shawnee Arthur was very, very good to come back, and he has given an opportunity to John Felly to equalise here. He's got a bit of space down the right. Can that just sneak in past the post? It doesn't. Just goes outside, and it means an 8th wide for Newmarket. And considering they've only got 8 points, those could be costly. We saw it at the same venue here last night between Tubber and Tulla. The Tubber got 11 wides in the first half and still managed to win the game by 5. So all is not lost for Newmarket, and we've seen some strange halves this week alone, if you consult the All-Ireland final again. Yeah. Mark O'Cleary is fouled, and it's an opportunity for Eire to double their advantage as we go into the final minute of the opening half, and it's going to be Danny Russell inevitably again.
Mark O'Cleary showing very well there. You know, he's even though Mark Delaney is a very tigerish defender, but Mark seems to be winning the ball up in front and winning these 1 or 2 frees there as well for Danny Russell. Yeah,
Danny's got the majority of the Eire scores, all but 2 in fact for Darren O'Brien and Darren Maroney, and we're still to get David Reedy or Shane O'Donnell on the scoreboard, which the 2 Clare seniors at the moment, but Danny Russell certainly hasn't got that problem, and Eire go 10-8 in front. Danny Russell with 8 of them. It's the last minute. What can Paddy Gilfoyle do here? He goes long. He goes right down the centre, and that's where Mikey McInerney is, and Robert Loftus. The 2 of them contest the ball, but it falls to Arthur. Arthur, a beautiful wrist there, and it's just immediately over the bar, and he's kind of sprung to life in the last couple of minutes, Joe. That's his 2nd point.
Yeah, he's only 2 possessions got in the game, and he finished the mix, and he both them so I expect Newmarket will be looking to get on the ball, as much as possible with that return.
A bit of a squall here, not only on the field, but coming off the skies as well. So a little bit of drizzle here as we head towards the break, but it's Newmarket that have it, and James McInerney's not afraid to shoot here. He's inside his own 65, but that just goes wide. It's a disappointing one from him, and it means a 9th wide for Newmarket, and unfortunately they're starting to add up on the Newmarket side. They won't panic just quite yet as the ball is hit out. And it's going to be Fionn Tracy all the way down the right, and he's looking for David Reedy. And again, it's Liam O'Connor that's followed him nearly everywhere on the field. Reedy has it in the corner. He hits the ground, but also has time to get up. He's going to cross it inside. That's where Darren O'Brien and Danny Russell is, and Danny Russell almost had it. Oh, but it's Mark Delaney that comes away with the ball. A vital one now, but Danny Russell is still on his shoulders, and he's... What can happen here? It could be the last play of the half. Just ran out of steam and just tried to get rid of the ball, and Aaron Fitzgerald picked up brilliantly, and he gives off to Liam Corrie. Liam Corrie's inside. Look where Reedy is. Reedy just doesn't get a proper connection on it. He reckons that Liam O'Connor got the last touch, but the umpire isn't in agreement, and it means that Eire unfortunately have a wide there. They're still a point to the good, but
John Buglow's going in.
Just to fill out his administration, he's going to go in there and just suss out to see if there was... Getting a bit of consensus. Look, it's the correct thing to do.
Yeah, it is. That's what you need from a good referee. I suppose it's used to those officials, and maybe he's not talking about the issue with the 65. Maybe it's something else he wants to. Yeah, it's given a 65.
And he has given a 65.
Yeah.
Fair play to John Bugler. He just did due diligence there. Gives an opportunity for Danny Russell to get point number 9, and just maybe the last score of the half that could give Eire a 2-point edge. Bit of drizzle starting to form here, but would it be a bit of a boost here going into half time? It hasn't been the greatest of games, Joe.
No, it has not. I suppose it's really about Danny Russell and Peter Power, and there's no flow, there's no systems at play really. It's just a game of just get the ball and move it on, but it's the first round of the senior championship. I suppose teams are probably a bit unsure about themselves at this stage, but hopefully in the second half might open up a bit.
Well, meanwhile, before we had that 65, as Colleague File is back in the talking to John Bugler. I don't know if he's planned to talk to him that much, but getting another little lecture there, but this time with Shane O'Donnell and not Danny Russell. So Danny has an opportunity here. The under 10s are waiting to go on the field. Danny Russell does put it over. It's a good score at a vital time, and it means that 11-9 to Eire Óg. Is that the last play of the half? It's not. We're going to go on for one more play. Ball from Paddy Gilfoyle down towards James Freeman, who has won a few of those, but Oren Cahill is the man that picks it up. Hasn't much options, but plays it down the wing to where Shane O'Donnell is. What a beautiful pickup. He's surrounded by 4 Newmarket men. Still gets the ball away. Finds Reen Mulcahy. Mulcahy, crossfield ball. It's a great ball for a forward. And Marco Cleary is again shown for it. And who else? But Reedy again doesn't get the free. That's 3 times now. That looked like he was going to get a free. John Bugler says, I've seen enough. He's not going to give him a free in this half anyway, for definite, because the half has finished. And there the foghorn even goes here. It's 11 points to 9 to Eire Óg. And you'd say, Joe, just about, I suppose, deserved it, really.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose one thing you notice is the quality of the ball coming in. They're dragging the ball from the Eire Óg half forward line or midfield into Marco Cleary and David Reedy, and them has worked dividends in that sense. Like so, but Newmarket, they're doing fine. Like they're engaging with Eire Óg as early as possible on the puck out, but the Eire Óg are working very well on their puck outs. They seem to be able to find their man on that puck out and deliver quality ball in, like so. But it's all to play for. That's the main thing about it. It's all to play for. The senior champion first round. And
just like there was only 2 goal chances in the half, both falling to Eire Óg. Darren Maroney hitting the post there very, very early on, and then that little bit of a break for David McNamara. They seem to have that little bit extra threat around there, don't they?
They do, yeah, they do. I suppose Eire Óg would be probably saying half time to probably get enough of ball in there, like, and deliver it early in there, like. But but Newmarket are working tremendously hard, like, while Eire Óg are getting the shots off, like, they're putting pressure on the striker, like, and so maybe the quality isn't there a lot of the time. But you'd say Eire Óg are probably the happier going in, they're 2 points up, like, but they probably feel that they have more, maybe to come out Shane O'Donnell and David Reedy.
Well, the team in red led last Sunday in Croke Park as well, but it was a major turnaround there for the blue and gold. Let's see if there's going to be a similar one here. But at the moment, at least, in the opening round of Group 3 of the Clare Senior Hurling Championship, it's 11 points to 9 to Eire Óg over Newmarket and Fergus. We'll join us again after you see the highlights here and some of the underage games that are going on here, and we'll join you again for the second half in just a few minutes. Into the game. Lifts and strike, and we are off the mark for the 2025. A lot of movement down the field. Likes of Shane O'Donnell not really getting on the ball so far, and David Reedy, but Peter Power. Oh, that could go anywhere at this stage. Just bounce up off John Fehely's hand. It's going to come to Danny Russell. He should be able to punish, and he does, but it was food and drink for a free taker of his ability to get his third score. Would be Eire Óg's third score, and putting a small bit of a gap for the very first time. We're tempted an opportunity for Peter Power to get his second score. It looks to be straight over the bar there. It is. Gives it off to Jack Enright, or is it Shane Lynch? Shane Lynch this time makes amends. He had the first shot of the game. Now it's Shane O'Donnell on the ball. He gives it off to Oren Cahill. Perfect for Darren Maroney, who's a debutant today. Can the debutant get a score? He's hit the post already. This time he slits the post, and it's. Paddy Gilfoyle was trying to influence that one, but one quite a feature of Newmarket's game is Peter Power, who's got the ball. Will that come in time? It looks like it has, and what a great score it is from
scored
Peter Power.
Scored the match so far, like, because he was surrounded by 2 or 3 Eire Óg players.
Darren Maroney getting the other point. It is another free for Eire Óg. It means that they're 7-4 ahead. 18 minutes to be precise when you're doing it. The touch has to be perfect, especially at this level. And Peter Power does the needy. He gets it 7 points with him, but He's willing to stand close. Not going to matter because Peter Power does make these a free. The long deliveries have been a feature of this game, and David McNamara has found his little space. Oh, hit it at the right height for Paulie Gilfoyle, but it was a great save nonetheless. And Darren O'Brien has the opportunity to get the rebound and does, but gets the ball away to Shawnee Arthur. Shawnee Arthur has a great strike. It's just inside that left post, and it's a superb score, and it means that it's 8-7. He's got a bit of space. He opens up the shoulders. It looks like it's going to have the accuracy anyway, and just nips over the bar. James Freeman only goes as far as Danny Russell. He's been the top scorer for Eire, and that's a beauty. It's a beauty from play. It's a great score from him. It's his second from play. But Danny Russell certainly hasn't got that problem. And Eire go 10-8 in front. He is, and Robert Loftus, the two of them contest the ball, but it falls to Arthur. Arthur, a beautiful wrist there, and it's just immediately over the bar, and it's the under 10s are waiting to go on the field. Danny Russell does put it over.
Barry Smith DIY Limited. General hardware and DIY, fitted kitchens and wardrobes. Call to see our showroom at Quinn Road Business Park, Ennis, County Clare.
Elm Cafe, offering breakfast and lunch menu 7 days a week. Gourmet tea and coffee, freshly baked treats. Gort Road Shopping Centre, Ennis.
Ennis Electrical. Best prices on appliances. Huge savings on premium brands. Ennis Electrical is a family-run business who pride themselves on good customer relations. Ennis Electrical are part of Expert, one of the largest electrical retailers in Ireland. Berwick Solicitors, a full-service law firm with expert legal advice in personal and business litigation. The partners of Berwick Solicitors are David Higgins, John Callan and Ronan Murphy. For more, visit berwick.ie. BJ Ryan Tractors and Grass Care. The Millyard, 6 Mile Bridge, County Clare. Call to see our full range of Bell Robotic lawnmowers. Bell Robotics, the Grass Masters.
The Monkswell is a friendly, cosy, lively pub in the heart of Quinn Village in County Clare, with regular live music, great atmosphere and a friendly staff. The Monkswell caters for all parties, fundraisers and events of all shapes and sizes.
You're very welcome back to Clare Castle here. We're still waiting for Eire and Newmarket to come back on the field. We're still watching the future generations of Townies and Blues here fighting it out in 4 different games, and a great sight to see, it must be said, at actually for their flagship teams. It's Eire 11, Newmarket and Fergus are 9 points. Just a breakdown of the scores for you on that one. Danny Russell has 8 points, 6 of those being frees. And only 2 more scorers for Eire in Darren Maroney and Darren O'Brien with a point each. On the Newmarket side, there are 4 scorers. Peter Power has 5 points, 4 of those from frees. Charlie Arthur has 2. Shane Lynch has 1, and James Freeman as well. So I suppose it's delicately poised. It's not the greatest game in the world, Joe, but a goal could ignite this game, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'd say both teams would be looking for now. I suppose we always kind of say that the first score, early in the second half can be very decisive, and I suppose the goal would be throughout this game would be decisive because both defences are on top. Any score is hard earned by, I suppose, Eire had the 2 goal scoring opportunities. Newmarket have created no goal scoring opportunity. So it's all to play for, but you'd be hoping that maybe in the second half that teams would probably open up a bit and throw off the shackles.
Yeah, Eire are making their way back onto the field, but let's just deal with both of them, because what would you do if you were Jerry O'Connor right now? I mean, yes, they got goal chances, they have a bit of a threat inside, but you're really not getting Reedy or O'Donnell on the ball, and they're your 2 key players.
They're your key players, yeah. I think, Shane O'Donnell, I suppose, every time he gets the ball or comes near possession, there's 3 Newmarket players around him. He's playing around midfield, half-forward line, and moving to the full-forward line. Newmarket would probably have to make a decision then, maybe just put one on him, because they can't afford to leave Eire players free out the field because they're good strikers. So they're the decision made. Newmarket probably needs more support inside, which probably Shawnee Arthur and Peter Power get on the breaks there. They're kind of requesting that Peter Power and Shawnee Arthur are not the biggest guys to win that ball going in, So
maybe it's the quality of the ball going in.
Maybe it is. No, I think Eire have probably got the better mix in delivering the ball into that full forward line. You've got to give credit to the Eire half forward line to pull out, leave the space inside. But you'd imagine that if Eire decide to go with Shane O'Donnell inside in the full forward line, that they could reap dividends from it.
Well, the only thing is he's not midfield anyway, as he was for the first throw in, and he's going fairly deep inside. Looks like he is going to go to the full forward line, and immediately as Colin Guilfoyle is going to be joining him for company. Now let's remember that Colin Guilfoyle is on a yellow card from very, very early in the game, and O'Donnell is not the guy you want to be marking if you're on a yellow card, Joe.
Yeah, that's it. That's what they're all the things. I suppose when you pick up a early yellow, I suppose, we've seen it last Sunday in the All-Ireland final with Owen Downey picking up the yellow, and how fatal it was in the second half, so especially defender, it's a crisis when you give, especially in the full back line.
Well, we're waiting for John Bugler to throw in the ball, but as the structure of Eire's full forward line looks at the moment, he's a one-man full forward line. They're going to leave a bucket of space inside, and hopefully he runs onto it. So this could be an intriguing start to the second half, let's be honest. But they have to get the ball in there first and foremost, and John Bugler has to get a ball full stop, because he doesn't seem to have any sliotar. Looks like he's kind of a bit stunned there at the moment, and he's got a sliotar in his hand. He's waiting to throw in, and now there's a bit of a scuffle around the middle as he gets his watch correct, and it's David Reedy who does get on the ball, and he didn't win any free in the first half, but he's after getting one immediately in the second half. Maybe his other officials gave him a bit of a talking to that he should be giving Reedy a free, maybe.
Yeah, it was probably out of all of them, it's probably the least there one he got. You'd imagine the first half he should have got maybe 2 or 3 of them, but
well, look, better late than never, that's for sure. And it's Danny Russell that stands over this one. As I mentioned already, he has 6 frees. He has 8 points to his name. He's by far Eire's top scorer. He's just outside the 65-metre line. And let's see what he can do in the second half. Immediately, he puts it over. So Reedy wins it. Russell finishes it. It's a great start for Eire, and it means that they are now 3 points to the good. That has been their biggest lead so far. So let's see if there's a response, and there has been. Immediately it's Darren Maroney that dispossesses Shawnee Arthur, and Robert Loftus getting the ball away. And Danny Russell, what a beautiful flick into the path of Darren O'Brien. This could be a great score if he gets it. Darren O'Brien has already scored. He flicks it in. Oh, that's gone into the net. Oh, it's a great score. Did Reedy get a flick, or did that go straight in? They're looking for a square ball.
It would look directly into the net from Darren O'Brien.
Yeah.
I think they compete all right there, really, but he never got touch on it.
Well, they're giving out. We're going to give it to Darren O'Brien, I think, because it didn't seem to get a touch. Reedy definitely clashed with Colin Guilfoyle for that one. But what a score, and what a tonic for Eire. They're just after getting the opening point. I mentioned that the 3 points was their biggest lead. They're now 6 clear, and suddenly it's Newmarket are going to have to chase this one, because after being 2 points only down at half time, they're now 6 down, and Eire win a free, and suddenly it opens up. Fionn Tracy there, the Clare under 20 from this year. Oh, what a great score, though. It might not be the greatest goal in the world, but it is a massive score in the context of this game.
And I suppose Darren Maroney did very well there, and laid it off in front of Darren, and Darren kind of, I suppose, he probably mishit it as such, but he found the back of the net, like.
A great tonic for Eire. They're now 6 clear. It's 112 to 9 points, and Darren Stack, can he put this into the mix where you already have a big tussle inside between Shane O'Donnell and Colin Guilfoyle? That is directed near enough to them. It's Mark O'Cleary. He's going to go up for this one. It breaks towards O'Donnell's area, and he has it in his hand, and he looks like he's going to try and strike. That's gone wide, unfortunately. And Colin Guilfoyle lets him know that it went wide. It's going to be a good tussle there, there's no doubt about it. But Shane O'Donnell makes the first wide of the second half. And now, what can Newmarket do to respond to this one? They're going to need something big here. And it's certainly a big puck out, because it's after going all the way down to the full forward line at the far side. It's blocked out momentarily. It goes off to Darren Maroney. Darren Maroney gives it out there to the goal scorer in Darren O'Brien. Darren O'Brien is half hooked. And the ball goes to John Fehley. John Fehley finds his midfield partner in Shane Lynch. Shane Lynch has already got off the mark. Can he get another one here? Oh, it's gone to the left and wide. Just as he did at the start of the first half, he's after doing one in the second half as well. They needed a score, and unfortunately didn't get one there, and the ball is immediately pucked out to Liam Curry. Liam Curry has the ball. He's got 2 players around him with a little bit of space, and the ball is worked back to Darren Stack. They're very cool at the back, and the ball is off to Kieran Russell. Kieran Russell is on the left corner, plays it down the left wing, and that's doing a lot of work for Shane O'Donnell to come on to. John Fehley picks up the ball and gives it off again to Shane Lynch. Shane Lynch this time doesn't opt to shoot. He gets the ball into the corner. That's where Guilfoyle is, and this is a great opportunity for him. Oh, he's going to take a point, or is he? That doesn't even go over. Oh, it's gone for a 65. That it was deflected. But for a second there was a goal chance on Joe.
Certainly was, because it was delivered in, and Paddy Guilfoyle got it. And he got it, and it was just deflected out for a 65. But one thing I noticed, it's probably more so on the market puck out, Eire are dominating the airs now at the moment on that puck out. They just seem to be breaking down to the runners coming off it. Yeah,
Newmarket are in desperate need of a score here. They haven't scored actually since the 30th minute of the opening half, so we're now 4 minutes into the new half, so it's an important one for Peter Power. He has scored 5 points already. 4 of those have been from place balls, so he's kind of lofted that one, and it's just about going to make it over. It does. That's all that matters. It's 112 to 10. The lead is back to 5, but there's a long way back here for Newmarket as Darren Stack is quick to get the ball under. He finds Darren O'Brien again. Jack Enright dispossesses him, and there's a bit of a scramble here again, but Robert Loftus seems to have it. He has to make space. He finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell is blocked down brilliantly by John Fehley, and John Fehley is beaten to the ball by Aaron Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald doesn't get into his hand, but David McNamara does, and he has a few options there, and one of those is back to Aaron Fitzgerald. He's a very, very direct runner, and so is this man in Darren Maroney. Darren Maroney, what a beautiful pass to Mark O'Cleary. Oh, that's a great goal. If the first one was scrappy, that was a brilliant goal and a well-worked move. And Eire are now starting to move, Joe, aren't they?
They certainly are, and I suppose the hallmarks of the 2 goals has been the ball. It's been put in front of the runner on each occasion. Front of Darren Maroney, Darren spotted it, Marco and Cleary inside, and a brilliant finish. But they're placing the ball in front of where they want the player to be, and that's a hallmark of a very good side, very well coached side.
Yeah, and Marco Cleary, despite being his first start on the senior championship jersey for Eire, had the cool head to go around the goalkeeper and slot it to the net, and now it's a long way back for Newmarket. They do have a free in here, but they are trailing by 8 points. And we're only 5 minutes into the new half. 2 quick-fire goals in the space of 4 minutes have really, really turned this game in its head. Peter Power does have an opportunity to win it back, but in the other game, goals have decided matters as well. It's 111 to Clonlara and 11 points to 6 Mile Bridge here, just in the early stages of the second half as well. Michael Collins getting that goal. Peter Power here with the free. And he does ensure that their lead is back to 7, but as you can hear, it's a long way back for them. And here we go again. Ball played down. David McNamara, Darren Maroney. You wouldn't think it's his debut.
No,
he's playing very, very well and with a lot of confidence. And that ball is down towards Mark O'Cleary. The ball is beaten, and it's Paddy Guilfoyle that gets it all the way out here to Shane Lynch. Now, what can Newmarket do? They need to build play here. John Fehely getting on the ball, and Mikey McInerney, a long delivery. It's going to be a difficult one, but straight to Dara Stack. And it's probably one of the frustrating things for Newmarket is that aimless long ball drop.
Yeah. Then it's worst ball is always give it to the goalkeeper because he can launch another attack, and that's what's happened here again now.
Oran Cal just beats Marco Cleary, and it beats the end line as well. And Paddy Guilfoyle just giving David Reedy a hug there, which is very nice. Nice of him. Holds his hurley as well, just for good measure. Eire with their second wide of the second half. They won't mind that too much because they are 7 points ahead at the moment. Ball straight out from the puck out. But John Fehely just took a little bit too much time here. And Darren O'Brien is straight in there. And a great start to the second half for O'Brien. And a great start for Marco Cleary as well. And Cleary, who showed well in the first half, he's got a goal. He's also got a point. And what a score from Marco Cleary, who's really opening up here. And the lead is back out to 8. It's a great score. And Eire are really moving now. It's going to take something drastic to get Newmarket back in this game.
Oh, it certainly is, and I think Shane O'Donnell's come out in the half forward line again, and it's left Marco Cleary, David Reedy inside with Danny Russell. But again, Darren O'Brien, great ball into Marco Cleary. They
have a weapon, a long range puck out from Paddy Guilfoyle, but just goes straight to Fionn Tracy. He combines with another debutant in Rian Mulcahy, and he gives it off to the third yellow helmet in David McNamara, but David McNamara's clearance just goes as far as James McInerney. He's got a fairly powerful strike. He gets it down towards the corner at least, but that's where Liam Curry is. He only breaks as far as Peter Power. Peter Power's a chink of light here if he can get through. He has 3 Eire men around him. Oh, and they squeeze him out of it. There's no free coming there. They did just good harassing defending, and it's Fionn Tracy there, the clear under 20 that gets that ball away. Brilliant stuff from Liam Curry. He gets it off to Robert Loftus. They are cool in defence, but that ball is blocked down. Can it be costly? Guilfoyle is fouled, and it means that it is a free in. But for a second there was an opportunity for Newmarket goal. Peter Power racing through.
Yeah, racing through, and I suppose Eire were following him in numbers, and I suppose no support around Peter, and just dispossessed but Newmarket have a free enough from here again. Peter Power.
Yeah, we're nearly at the 2/3 mark of this game, but 8 points within the difference, and for a game that was going score for long periods and level so many times, there suddenly has a big chasm has opened up here because of those 2 goals for Darren O'Brien and Marco Cleary at the start of the second half. Now, Peter Power has taken a lot more step back than he normally would from free. Maybe that's just me being a little bit presumptuous, but I think he's just going to tap it over, and he does. Peter Power does get a free. It's back to 7, but they're going to need a lot more than that, Joe.
Certainly are, I suppose. They're going to try and engineer a goal from some place. I don't think they have enough firepower to get it back on points at the moment. So I think they're going to have to try something drastic to get somebody in there on the full forward line, get ball into them.
Dara Stack down the left wing, and that's where David McNamara is, but it's also where James McInerney is, and James McInerney picks it up well. He's put under a little bit of pressure, and he just has to get that possession away. It falls to David Reedy. David Reedy over the top to O'Brien, and O'Brien has this one straight on. He scored a goal on the point already, and Darren O'Brien with a crisp strike and a great score. And whatever Peter Power can do at one end, Eire have the ability to keep hitting back here, and it's now 2-14 to 12 points. That 8-point gap has always seemed to be there or thereabouts. What can Paddy Guilfoyle do from this puck out? His options look limited. He goes a little bit short this time to where John Fehely is, and John is down that right wing. Oh no, it's Damien Lyne, I should say. And the ball is knocked off of Shawnee Arthur, and it goes out for a fairly harmless line ball. It's an opportunity for Eire to build as well. They're 8 points clear in Newmarket. Have they anything on the bench? Have they any tactical move that they can come up with? Because they're going to have to do something fairly drastic here. Robert Loftus, brilliant ball down, and Darren O'Brien just misses one for a change, and it's James McInerney. And James McInerney, another big ball here into the left corner. That's where Peter Power is. He got that goal chance a minute ago. A great touchdown by Rian Mulcahy. He's hassling Peter Power, and again, every time Peter Power gets on the ball, he's got a load of Eire lads around him for company, and in pops Kieran Russell. That experience, he's got off to Oran Cal. Oran Cal holds on to the ball, and there just seems to be more Eire men on the field. Here we go with Danny Russell. It's a beautiful strike, and look at that. Eire get their ease here, Joe. It doesn't seem to be any great marking.
But Eire seem to be finding their best strikers for the last shot, and they're executing every strike with profit for the scoreboard, and they're working tremendously hard now here. Great
puck out again, finds John Fehely around the middle. He gives it off to Liam O'Connor. Liam O'Connor, can he score one? He doesn't. Just every wide now is a killer for Newmarket. They already had too many in the first half alone, and now we're into double figures, and it's a long way back from Newmarket, but it's their second wide of the second half. 42 minutes in, there was 9 points between the teams. It's the biggest lead it has been in the game, and doesn't look like cutting anytime soon. Shane O'Donnell bats it down, but it's the Newmarket defence to pick it up, and it's that man Liam O'Connor again. He's got possession in front of the dugouts, and now Fehley. He's going to go for a point. It's looking like it's going to be... Yes, it is. It goes just inches in the post, and it's some bit of a consolation anyway for Newmarket. 13 points, but still 8 in it. And Darragh takes his time this time. Oh. And here we go. Marco Cleary gets the ball, has time to compose himself, stand up and lay it off to Darren Maroney, and he's got a bit of space in front of him here, and he has Danny Russell inside him, but Maroney's going to go himself. It's tapped away from Paulie Guilfoyle, and Danny Russell isn't too happy with that one.
No, he's not, but then he was waiting the side position himself up for the strike, and I suppose Darren, who's an outstanding game so far, himself, Marco Cleary, have been outstanding for Eire, and saved and out for a 65. Interesting way the Eire are sitting up for the puck out. They're sitting up on the spine, set up and leaving the space left and right, and that's that puck out from Darragh Stack found Marco Cleary making the run into space, and that's what Eire want to do. I suppose they want to leave space on the flanks for their puck out, because while they have excellent hurlers, they don't have the bulk in some of the players, and they want to run into space, and it's worked well for them.
Yeah, John Bugler's just clearing the crowd in the terrace. So 8 points between the sides here. Danny Russell has an opportunity at 65 to make it 9 in the park. It's level. It's 1-12 apiece between 6 Mile Bridge and Clonlara. So 2 contrasting games so far, but hope you're enjoying them. Now, Danny Russell. Can he get a score here? Would make it out to 9 again. Darren Maroney probably showed a little bit of inexperience there. He saw the headlines maybe and went for it. But Danny Russell was a little bit frustrated not to get that ball, but he has an opportunity now for the 65 to push it back out to 9, which would be a big score as we're heading in towards the 3/4 mark. Danny Russell, he does get the score. Umpire a little bit hesitant, but 44 minutes in now, and it's that 9-point margin again. Guilfoyle goes long, it goes down the right wing, but Eire have defended most of these puckouts fairly well. This time it's Newmarket to break onto it, and it's James Freeman. He has a little bit of space here. What can he do? He flicks it. He's still got the ball, but Mikey McInerney has pulled on ball, man, everything there. He had 2 strikes that this ball's going to break. It's Paddy McMahon that has it. He gives it back out to Shawnee Arthur. That's chased down, and the ball is blocked.
Oh, for 65, is it?
It's going to be a 65, but John Bugler's trying to break up a bit of a scuffle here. There were chances there. James Freeman probably had the best one. He had a bit of space.
Yeah, he had. And I suppose man gone inside and just failed to get into him. But
just having a word with his umpires again there, but just to see was there anything untoward in that little bit of a scuffle.
Line.
And looks like it's going to be a free in.
Free in, yeah.
A 20-metre free, which
will
make it interesting. Now, I'm not sure what he saw inside there, because if anything, Mikey McInerney looked to be fairly loose with the hurley. But 20-metre free now, you'd have to say, I know there's 15 minutes to go, Joe.
Yeah, you have to go for it.
You're 9 points down. You're going to go for it, haven't you?
You've got to go for it, yeah. You've got to go and try anyway and see.
Peter Power stands over the 20-metre free. It's a huge one, but he's not going to take it because Colin Guilfoyle's come to take it. And I can tell you one thing for sure, he's not coming up to take a point. Anyway, that's one thing for certain.
You don't bring a full back up to take it.
That's fairly clear in their intent. Peter Power wasn't too happy to give it away, but certainly in terms of power.
The following could be key here now, couldn't it?
It could. 46 minutes in, it's important. Strike. It is tipped away at the post. And it looks like it was
65. It
looks like it was Kieran Russell that tipped that away. So a fantastic block, an important one, and it means it's only a 65 for Newmarket, and I don't think Colin's going to take this one.
No, I think he'll leave it to Peter.
Peter Power with the 65 now. It was a good, important save for Eire at an important time, but Brendan Bugler, or John Bugler's calling for the ball, or else he's just telling him to hold on because it's a substitution. And James Freeman, who had that glimmer of light there, he's going off. And it's Shawnee O'Connor that comes in for him. 47 minutes in, and there's also a change. A change on the Eire side, and Jarlath Collins has come on for Liam Corrie. So, first changes for either side. And it's still going to be that 65. So, the game is just, like, it's just petering out,
yeah,
really.
The goals have been very decisive. So, it's, get 2 goals in, maybe 7 or 8 minutes apart, like, and it's really hampered Newmarket now because they're really Eire have really locked up in the backs. They give no opportunity at all for Newmarket to get in there.
Peter Power looks to want to take a point here anyway, and he does, and he gets a mediocre applause because it's not the scores that Newmarket need at this stage, but I suppose you have to start somewhere. They are 8 points down. There is only less than 13 minutes left in this tie. Dara Stack goes right down that left wing. They've got a lot of joy out of the left wing here in the second half. This time it is David Reedy that picks up the ball, and it's a high challenge. Mikey McInerney is being called over by John Bugler. It's a free into Eire, a chance to go 9 clear again, but possibly a card here for Mikey McInerney.
Yeah, probably lift his arm up too high and haul down David Reedy.
Yeah, the Eire captain winning the free. So a little bit of a lecture to boot as well. So we're 40 minutes in here. It's a yellow card, and just kind of frustrating now for Newmarket. They just can't seem to get that little bit of a flow in their game.
No, and I suppose you look back in last year, we spoke initially about the Kilmaley Cratloe game score difference. I suppose you try and keep the loss to the minimum if you can, because it could be a decisive factor in after round 3. And
we mentioned that the county champions at intermediate and senior level are also in this group, and they're playing tomorrow evening, which is also live here on the Clare GA TV, as Danny Russell puts that over to make it 9 points again. So that's on at 6 p.m. tomorrow evening from Zimmer Biomet Park. But we're still with this one at the moment. There's 9 points between the teams, and it's Darren Maroney again. This time he gives it off to Darren O'Brien. Darren O'Brien has a shot at the post, and now, for the first time in the game, there is double figures between these sides. Darren O'Brien has got 1-3 to his name. And now Newmarket in with the substitute in Conor McCarthy. Again, Eire winning it. But it's an important interception there. Damien Lyne, and it's going to be a free in. Peter Power not happy with that one, but Brendan Bugler giving him the free. That's all he can do, I suppose. 10 points between the sides now. It's looking a bit ominous now, Joe.
It is. I suppose Newmarket are going to try and engineer something up, but I don't think they have the physique up there on the full forward line at the moment, and it just. I suppose keep tipping away and get a few scores and see you can close the gap some bit.
Yeah, it's been disappointing so far from Newmarket, but where there's life, there's hope, I suppose. And there's plenty of life and hope in the park at the moment, because it's 1-14 apiece between Clonlara and 6 Mile Bridge. Just a little less more time on the board there. Maybe 3 minutes in the difference there. We're a little bit faster than them. Newmarket don't want that clock to go down, but it now means that there's still 9 points between the sides as we enter the last 10 minutes here. Shawnee O'Connor gets it off to Shane Lynch. He's surrounded, and Eire are ravenous now because they smell more scores. And Darren Maroney, not the greatest of strikes in the world. That's just going to go harmlessly wide. But there's men down all over the place here. There's 2 Newmarket ones down for a start. So there's going to be a little bit of treatment involved, and Newmarket don't really want to be wasting any more of their time because they have to chase this down now, Joe.
Yeah, certainly have, yeah. 2 guys injured at the moment.
Shane Lynch down, and also Jack Enright, who
down, yeah.
Looks to be a little bit more problems. So running repairs here needed for the market to bolster them up. Doesn't seem to be anyone warming up, so they look to be fairly confident that they're able to continue. Shane Lynch is up anyway. He's hobbling a small bit, but he's going to continue on. Jack Enright looks in a little bit more distress here, but I think it's just a shot to the midriff, so I think he might be all right.
Maybe okay, yeah. You're all warming up a sub on the far side, I see it.
Yeah, Roger ready to bring on a sub. So John Bugler is just having a word here with Paulie File. What's he going to give here? Because and Jack Enright is on the field, or he's back on his feet, I should say. Just needs a minute to compose himself. And is there going to be a booking here? Did the umpire see something there, Joe?
Yeah, that's Luke Cleary, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke Cleary just come on the
Just come
side
on
as
the
well.
outside,
So
yeah. Whatever.
this could be, if it was an off-the-ball incident, it could be a big card here. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Red.
is red. And we wondered why Jack Enright was down so much, and that just shows the reason. So is that going to be a game changer here? Look at Cleary's only on the field. He gets a red card. And we're now 53rd minute. Maybe it's too late to matter, but it's certainly going to give Newmarket a bit of a pep in their step. And here goes Conor McCarthy. Throws himself to the ground, and it's an opportunity here to build up a little bit of an attack. And it's going to be Colin Guilfoyle who surely will put it in around the house. Or
Newmarket have nobody inside at the moment, only Owen Gill.
No, he's going to go for his own score. If it goes over, it does.
It goes over, yeah.
Colin Guilfoyle with the score. It is a consolation, but does mean that there's 8 points between the sides again. 2 more substitutions for Newmarket. Paddy McMahon is coming off. Shane Liddy's coming on. Looks like Owen Hayes as well. And Shawnee Arthur coming off as well. So 54 minutes, 2 changes to the forward line.
Conor Perlon for Oran Cahill for Eire Oak.
So let's see what happens here in the last few minutes. Ball played down between Marco Cleary and Shane O'Donnell, and it's Cleary that has it. He's been hassled all the way by Liam O'Connor. Ball breaks to Reedy. Oh, he's got a bit of space here. Reedy hasn't scored so far. That has now changed because David Reedy gets a vital score for his side because they hadn't scored in a few minutes. Newmarket were just making a small bit of inroads there, and considering that Eire Oak had gone down to 14, it makes it 2-19 to 16. Now, John Fairley on the ball. They're going to need something more. And here's Owen Hayes. He was slapped down and no advantage there for him. But he's only on the field. His first real meaningful challenge. And Owen Hayes gets on the scoreboard as well. Going to need more green than white flags, you'd imagine. But it's a start. And here's Dara Stack. Dara Stack down the right wing. Again, looks for Marco Cleary. Got a bit of a nudge from Conor McCarthy, but Shane O'Donnell has it. He's surrounded by 2. He shrugs off one of them at least. And Shawnee O'Connor is chasing him down, but here goes O'Donnell. Very unselfish, gives it off to Cleary. Cleary does give it to Maroney. And they just don't have it. Danny Russell couldn't get it up, and it's going to be a free out. And what looked like a promising move just broke down there, unfortunately.
Shane O'Donnell did a lot of hard work and laid it off to Luke.
He could have taken on himself.
He could have, yeah, but it was the player he offloaded to Marco Cleary and failed to hold on to it. Yep.
Yeah, he hasn't got on the scoreboard either, but what a free that is from Colin Guilfoyle. He took it nearly from his own 14-metre line. It goes all the way down to the opposition 20-metre line, but that is where Rian Mulcahy is. He doesn't get a great clearance now because John Felley's after picking up the ball at halfway. Has a look around him. Shane Lynch, it's a Gary Owen really, because that's a backs ball all day, you think. But no, Owen Guilfoyle wins it. Only momentarily though. Robert Loftus picks up the ball and Eire Oak build out. There's 4 Eire Oak in a row here, and it's Kieran Russell that gets it down there into the firing line where Danny Russell seems to be tripped.
Seems to be fouled, yeah.
No. An accidental trip is still a trip, but anyway, we move on. Danny Russell gets that ball off to Darren Maroney. Darren Maroney, 65 metres out. Can he get his second point? Just goes wide. That won't matter. It's as good as a score for Eire Oak at this stage.
Eire Oak will be quite happy. 2:19 scored and a point from David Reedy and not Shane O'Donnell, and I know they're instrumental in a lot of the scores, but Eire Oak management very happy with that.
Conor McCarthy fires it into the mix here, and this could be an interesting ball here. But Kieran Russell is immediately out. It gets the ball off to Robert Loftus. Loftus down the left to where Marco Cleary has a small bit of space here. Cleary, he just doesn't get that one. He was a little lackadaisical with it, but he gets a second bite of the cherry. What can he do with it? This time he's 45 metres out. There's a roar from the Eire bench for definite. And it is a score. Marco Cleary, what an impact he's had in the second half. 1-2 for him. It's 20 to 17 points. And 15 men, 14 men. It doesn't seem to matter, Joe, at this stage.
No, they're playing very well. I think Eire are ruling the skies as well. They seem to win all the aerial battles.
Yeah, Liam O'Connor has been pushed up front, and here's Mikey McInerney. What a goal! What a goal that was. Liam O'Connor laying it off to him. He just instinctively hit it on the turn to the left corner. And is it too little too late? But maybe not, because we're only 57 minutes here. I don't know how much John Bugler is going to play, but suddenly you're a man up, you're only 6 points down, and there's a glimmer of hope there, Joe.
Yeah, it certainly is. I suppose it's a goal that you just just strike it and see how it goes. And that's what he did, Mikey McInerney. Great finish, though. Super finish.
Brilliant finish, but what can David Reedy respond to it? And he does. It's a great score from the captain. That's why he is the captain. It was just a real leadership move there, right down the corner, and put it over. 58 minutes, restores a 7-point lead. That means it's going to be a 3-score game. And Paulie Gilfoyle, another boomer down the field there. They will be encouraged by their last attack, but just the Eire defending today has been exceptional, especially in the air job.
Especially master of the skies, definitely Arno today. And it came very prevalent in the second half, I thought.
Here we go, it's Conor McCarthy. The game is really kind of split up a bit. It's kind of a little bit fragmented, but Owen Gilfoyle has just struck this to the left and wide. And at this stage of the game, that's a big blow. But Newmarket are still going to go at it. They're going to make another change. There's going to be a change on either side, actually. Looks like Marco Cleary's going to make way in the park. There's 4 minutes to go there, and Clonlara, after going too clear, it's 117 to 115 to Clonlara.
James O'Dwyer.
Back here, we have James O'Dwyer is in for Marco Cleary. And it's David Reedy on the ball. Reedy soloing down the left. He's got time to actually knock it back into his hand again. This is masterful stuff. He gives James O'Dwyer his first opportunity to score, and it's as easy as that, really. One touch, one score for James O'Dwyer. He won't get an easier point than that in the championship.
And Eire are probably doing the right thing with 90% of the ball they're given to the guy in the best position to execute the strike.
59 minutes. It's 22 to 17. That's 28 points to 20. That goal had brought it back to 6, but it's back out to 8 again here. Rian Mulcahy is struggling to get away from Mikey McInerney, and most would. He's a big man. But Eire are cool under pressure. Robert Loftus just gets a claw away to Darren Maroney. Darren Maroney has a little bit of time. Gets the ball down the corner, and that's where he's going to feed Reedy. He was all on his own there. He's going to cut inside. He has Liam O'Connor for company, but he falls. He's got another little goal. It's a jink. And he takes a point. Clever thing to do, I suppose, but Reedy has really stepped up in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, and I think his first instinct there was to go for the goal, and he just sidestepped Liam O'Connor and then decided to put over the bar.
Yeah, it's grim stuff if you're a Newmarket supporter, because they're 9 points down again, haven't got that back to 6, but Eire have defended well, but they've also attacked well. And here we go. Jack Collins getting it back to Darren Maroney, and that's off to Robert Loftus, and Robert Loftus has that time, just glides, but just took too much out of it, unfortunately. A free for halfway for Newmarket and Fergus. And Jarlath Collins, once he hits that clearance, has got a bit of a knock as well, so he's down for a 14-man Eire. But crucially, on the scoreboard, they are 9 points ahead. 2:23 to 1:17 here, and we're going into the first minute of injury time. It's a lot closer in the park, I can tell you. It's coming into the 59th minute there, and it's Clonlara that are only one ahead of 6 Mile Bridge. What a derby that is turning out to be. 117 to 116 to Clonlara going into the last minute in the park. So that's going to looks like it's going to go right down to the wire. Difficult to see how we'll get anything else here, but a comprehensive Eire victory. But there's still time, I suppose, where there's life, there's hope for Newmarket and Fergus. Peter Power, he's going to stand over this. He's just inside the opposition half. Looks like Niall McMahon is going to come onto the field.
Yeah.
He's going to come on for Collins, who is got injured in that one, and it's the ball goes in, but again it's Eire to come out with the ball, and again it's Robert Loftus that comes out with the ball, as he has done. Reedy is dispossessed, but he wins it back again, and here goes Reedy, flicks the ball away, but only gets it as far as Niall O'Connor. Niall O'Connor combines with Owen Hayes, Jack Enright, Sean O'Connor. 3 subs combining there to get a score. It is an important score, but it only just reduces the deficit somewhat. It seems like a little bit of a consolation at this stage, because Eire are 8 points clear. Ball going all the way down towards David McNamara. Shane O'Donnell is hassled all the way by Niall O'Connor. He even goes out the gate. And there's a few supporters going out the gate here as well. It looks like it's all but over. A little bit different in the park right now, but Newmarket have possession. They have a line ball in their own half. They're gone into the 60th minute in Cusick Park. And it's Clare that are gone 2 ahead. 2 ahead, 60 minutes in the park. Eire are 8 clear here, even though they're minus a player. And it's the substitute, so again, there was a little bit of over-carrying there. Took a lot out of it, did James O'Dwyer. And Newmarket don't have a lot of options up front here. Look, if you're looking up there, Joe,
no, there's 2v1.
Some players filtering in, but
2v1 inside the
takes it. It's going to be dropped in regardless. Kieran Russell, that ball just flashes wide, but didn't seem to be enough presence there from Newmarket. Anyway, it's gone wide. And somebody cleverly says blow it up, because this game looks to be all but over. 8 points in it. How many minutes are left, according to John Bugler? Well, we're going to have at least another play here, because the ball has gone out. Shane O'Donnell sandwiched between 2 Newmarket players, but it's Robert Loftus that gives the ball away, and there's space opening up here. James O'Dwyer has a little bit of a look, and he's able to get his second point. James O'Dwyer has made this a really comprehensive win for Eire. It's only a matter of counting down the clock now, but there is going to be another play here, because Jack Enright has it. Enright plays it down the left to where Mikey McInerney is. But again, they're just, instead of having a player less, it looks like Eire have a player more all the time. Connor Pearl giving it off as far as Rian Mulcahy. Mulcahy looks up. Oh, and again, he's called for overcarrying. Not going to really matter at this stage, but Owen Gilfoyle is going to take it. No, Peter Power is. We're going to the 35th minute here. Oh. Owen Gilfoyle now. Oh. There's no real need for it at this stage. No. The game is over. Owen Gilfoyle is taking him on his own. Oh,
the referee, the linesman is
down.
Owen
O'Leary is down. You won't like that, Ted. Anyway, there's still only a point in the park between the teams. 118 to 117 to Clonlara. It's in the 63rd minute there. That would be a valuable win for Clonlara in a derby with 6 Mile Bridge. They already beat him in the semi-final by a narrow margin. But here it's quite comprehensive. And Owen O'Leary says, I want retribution for whoever knocked me over. I want revenge. Oh, he's put... And you, 6 Mile Bridge have levelled it up in the park.
Level.
It's level. 64 minutes in. 118 apiece. And there's a big...
Conclave here.
Yeah.
Like
will there be white smoke?
It's like a conclave for the Pope.
Yeah.
Electing the Pope.
I think this could be black smoke. Well, I don't know if there was that much in it.
No, I suppose...
I know, I get it. Owen Gilfoyle was a little bit frustrated.
But
we seem to have more of an interest in the park than we have here at the moment. I think that's indicative of how it's gone. But Owen Gilfoyle is going to go in the book
anyway
for something. But anyway, Clare have a free in to possibly win the game there. Now, what's John Bugler going to do here? We've now into the 37th minute. This surely has to be the last action. And after all that, he just gets a yellow card. So, anyway, we play on.
He reverses the free, throwing the ball in now,
Oh, this could be lively. This
lively enough, yeah.
Ball is thrown in. I think David McNamara hit himself there.
Yeah.
There's a good bit of a scuffle.
Oh, it is.
Damien Lyne has it. Gets the ball away. Oh, there it is. The game is over here. 67th minute. But it didn't matter anyway. It's Eire that have a comprehensive opening victory there. Clonlara have won in the park as well, 119 to 118. But here, it's much more decisive. It's Eire that were 224 to 118 victors. And what a fantastic victory it is for Eire. That starts the second half, those two goals, it just decided the game, didn't it?
You'd say when both teams retired at half time, it was 11 points to 9. We were kind of talking off air that the goals were going to, whoever got a goal early in the second half, Eire got 2 of them. Goals are huge currencies now in today's game, and that's how we spelled out in, because even Eire went down to 14 and Newmarket just couldn't find a way through, I suppose Eire seemed to have the more livelier forwards throughout the game, throughout the field, plenty of pace. They'll be delighted when they look back in this game, because they got, while Shane O'Donnell and David Reedy had major influence, especially David Reedy in the last 10 minutes. They didn't contribute a whole lot in the scoreboard. So it's a massive plus for Eire in that regard. Newmarket probably have to go back. Especially Crimmins was the last time. They need more firepower up front. A lot of what they're doing at the back is very good, and it seems to be very well coached. But I suppose up front, you need goals to win championship now, and you can't force it. So it's a big test now from the market going on to the second round. But in the past, they showed a lot of effort and endeavour here today. And I suppose players to come back will make a difference to them.
Absolutely. Well, it's Eire. They've got an early leg up in the group. We mentioned that the other game in Group 3, that's between the senior and the intermediate champions in Fecal and Wolf Tones. Fecal and Wolf Tones are going to take place in the park tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. That's going to be also streamed here on Clare GA TV, so make sure to tune in for that one to see who else is going to get that opening win for them. Just to have a look, maybe we're going to come back with a man of the match in a few minutes. Who are kind of in the mix for you?
I suppose Mac O'Cleary, Darren Maroney, David Mack, Darren O'Brien, I thought in the second half. Very instrumental, a lot of the work they've done. David Reedy in the last 10 minutes. Aaron Fitz, I thought, never left the middle, just man the middle completely, and it's very difficult when you can't, the opposition number 6, you can't put him out that position. It's very hard to make inroads in there, but that's what I think could be in the running for it.
And who are you going to give the man of the match to?
I'm very impressed with Mac O'Cleary. I thought he showed very well now for he's probably his first really senior start, and I thought he showed very well, and I thought his intelligence on the ball, and I think he's running. I think we probably didn't see a lot of it today in open play in the first half, but secondly in the second half he did a lot of running, endless amount of running, the less space for the guys inside. So very good showing by Mac O'Cleary.
Yeah, so Mark O'Cleary is going to be the man of the match. So let's have a look at the highlights here for the moment, and we'll talk to you very soon. He can do in the second half. Immediately he puts it over, so Reedy wins it, Russell finishes it, Maroney that dispossesses Shawnee Arthur, and Robert Loftus getting the ball away. And Danny Russell, what a beautiful flick into the path of Darren O'Brien. This could be a great score if he gets it. Darren O'Brien has already scored, he fixes it. Oh, that's gone into the net. Oh, 4 of those have been from place balls, so he's kind of lofted that one, and it's just about going to make it over. It does. That's all that does, and he has a few options there. One of those is back to Aaron Fitzgerald. He's a very, very direct runner, and so is this man in Darren Maroney. Darren Maroney, what a beautiful pass to Marco Cleary. Oh, that's a great goal. If the first one was scrappy, that was a brilliant goal. Straight in there, and a great start to the second half for O'Brien, and a great start for Marco Cleary as well. And Cleary, who showed well in the first half, he's got a goal. He's also got a point. And being a little bit presumptuous, but I think he's just going to tap it over, and he does. Peter Power does get a free. It's back to 7, but they're going to need a lot more. O'Brien has this one straight on. He scored a goal on the point already, and Darren O'Brien with a crisp strike and a great score. And whatever here we go with Danny Russell. It's a beautiful strike, and look at that. Eire get their ease here, Joe. It doesn't seem to be any great marking towards the 3/4 mark. Danny Russell, he does get the score. Peter Power looks to want to take a point here anyway, and he does, and he gets it between the teams, and it's Darren Maroney again. This time he gets it off to Darren O'Brien. Darren O'Brien has a shot at the post, and now for the first time in the game, just a little less more time on the board there. Maybe 3 minutes in the difference there. We're a little bit faster than them. Newmarket don't want that. No, he's going to go for his own score. If it goes over, it does.
It goes over, yeah.
Colin Guilfoyle with the score. Ball breaks to Reedy. Oh, he's got a bit of space here. Reedy hasn't scored so far. That has now changed because David Reedy, no advantage there for him, but he's only on the field. His first real meaningful challenge, and Owen Hayes gets on the scoreboard. It's the second bite of the cherry. What can he do with it? This time he's 45 metres out. There's a roar from the Eire bench for definite, and it is a score.
No, they're playing very well. I think Eire are ruling the skies as well. Like, they seem to win all the aerial battles.
Yeah, Liam O'Connor is being pushed up front, and here's Mikey McInerney. Oh, what a goal! What a goal that was. Liam O'Connor laying it off to me.
Super finish.
Brilliant finish, but what can David Reedy respond to it? And he does. It's a great score from the captain. That's why he got time to actually knock it back into his hand again. This is masterful stuff. He gives James O'Dwyer his first opportunity to score, and it's as easy as that. He has Liam O'Connor for company, but he falls. He's got another little goal. It's a jink. Oh, and he takes a point. Clever thing to do, I think. Right. Sean O'Connor, 3 subs combined there to get a score. It's an important score, but Loftus that gives the ball away, and the space opening up here. James O'Dwyer has a little bit of a look. And he's able to get his second point. So that's it here in Clarecastle, 224 to 118 in favour of Eire. Marco Cleary, as you said, going to be the man of the match in an emphatic second half for Eire. And in the context of the championship, it's a huge result, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is, yes. But every team taking out the first round of the championship is looking for the 2 points on offer. Because we said initially, like, you're training for the last 2 or 3 months, you don't know what the form is like. But Eire will go away very happy, I suppose, especially on the scoring front. They have a lot of the newcomers. I thought Darren Maroney did very well midfield as well, they're going to be massive. They will be in the top 6 for the Canon Hamilton. But again, they have the situation, I suppose, that the dual players, they're out again now next week again, that does take its toll because you do pick up injuries. But even the guys that were on there, a few guys that were on made a difference. James O'Dwyer got 2 points after coming on as well, so they have strength and depth. Newmarket, I suppose, would be hoping to get back the injured players. When you're rocking, maybe you have panel at 25, 26, but again, you have to try and get your best players on the field.
Absolutely. Well, it's a decisive win here for Eire. There's still 4 more games being streamed. There was one already on at the same time here between Clare and 6 Mile Bridge. So that was a cracking game. It was only won by last minute score from Clare. So if you want to watch that one back, make sure to tune in for that one there. There's 3 games on Clare GA TV tomorrow. So make sure you check out all the Clare GA TV and the Stream Sport social media pages. At 1:30 in Shannon, it's Clooney Quinn and Broadford. At 3:30 in 6 Mile Bridge, it's Kilmaley and Ballyea. And it's 6 p.m. in Zimmer Park, Keysog. It is the other game in this Group 3 between Wolf Tones and Fecal. For the moment, it's a decisive first victory for Eire in Group 3. They've got their Canon Hamilton hopes off to the best possible start. 224 to 118. That's where we're going to leave it, and make sure to join us again very, very soon.
Barry Smith DIY Limited. General hardware and DIY, fitted kitchens and wardrobes. Call to see our showroom at Quinn Road Business Park, Ennis, County Clare.
Elm Cafe, offering breakfast and lunch menu 7 days a week. Gourmet tea and coffee, freshly baked treats. Gort Road Shopping Centre, Ennis.
Ennis Electrical. Best prices on appliances. Huge savings on premium brands. Ennis Electrical is a family-run business who pride themselves on good customer relations. Ennis Electrical are part of Expert, one of the largest electrical retailers in Ireland. Berwick Solicitors, a full-service law firm with expert legal advice in personal and business litigation. The partners of Berwick Solicitors are David Higgins, John Callan and Ronan Murphy. For more, visit berwick.ie. BJ Ryan Tractors and Grass Care. The Millyard, 6 Mile Bridge, County Clare. Call to see our full range of Bell Robotic lawnmowers. Bell Robotics, the Grass Masters.
The Monkswell is a friendly, cosy, lively pub in the heart of Quinn Village in County Clare, with regular live music, great atmosphere and a friendly staff. The Monkswell caters for all parties, fundraisers and events of all shapes and sizes.